winter of 2026, the conversations around air quality in India and Pakistan has shifted. While we have traditionally viewed smog as a public health crisis, economists are now labeling it a primary barrier to national growth. At the most recent World Economic Forum in Davos, former first deputy managing director of the IMF, Gita, Gopinath, made a striking observation. For India, the domestic cost of air pollution is now a more significant economic hurdle than the international trade tariffs. This reflects a growing consensus that dirty air is not just a byproduct of growth, it is actively slowing it down. To understand the economic impact, we first have to look at the persistence of the sources. While seasonal stubble burning in Punjab often gets the most media attention, the baseline pollution, the smog that remains year-round, is driven by three structural factors. Industrial power, a heavy reliance on coal-fired plants located near the urban centers. The second is the transport sector, the high density of aging heavy-duty diesel vehicles and two-wheelers that lack modern emission controls. Then the waste management. In both Delhi and Lahore, the lack of formal waste processing leads to the open burning of trash, which releases toxic particulates directly into the lower atmosphere. According to our research, this pollution acts as an invisible tax on the economy. The numbers are significant. Air pollution is estimated to reduce India's GDP growth by approximately 0.56 percentage points annually. This happens through the labor productivity loss. When the AQI hits hazardous levels, we see a massive spike in absenteeism. In India alone, an estimated 1.4 billion working days are lost annually because employees are either too ill to work or must stay at home to care for sick children or the elderly. For those who do show up, cognitive performance and physical stamina are measurably lower. Beyond daily productivity, there is a long-term cost to human capital. A study recently highlighted that smog is making major South Asian hubs less attractive for global investment. Companies are finding it increasingly difficult to recruit and retain high-level talent in cities like Delhi, Mumbai, or Lahore. When top-tier professionals choose to leave for cities with cleaner air, it creates a brain drain that siphons away the very expertise needed to drive a high-tech economy. Furthermore, the regressive nature of this cost cannot be ignored. While wealthier residents can afford air purifiers and medical care, the informal workforce, construction workers who drive the urban economy, bear the full brunt of the exposure, which traps millions in a cycle of health-related debt. The data from 2025 and 2026 makes one thing clear: the cost of fixing the air is now lower than the cost of ignoring it. Transitioning to a green grid, subsidizing crop-based machinery, and enforcing stricter industrial standards are no longer just environmental goals. They are essential steps for any nation aiming for a $5 trillion economy. The air over the Indo-Gangetic Plain is a shared resource, and as the economic data suggests, it is currently our most expensive liability.